In the previous class, we had discussed about subshell electronic configuration, isn't it? What is the proper arrangement of subshell electronic configuration? Like 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, then 4s, then the last electron will enter into 3d. Okay, isn't it? So, on the basis of this subshell electronic configuration, today we are going to find out block, period number and group number. Okay, so in today's class, we are going to study about block, period number and group number. What are the properties we are going to learn today? First one, block. Second one, period number. Third one, group number. Okay. So, in the periodic table, total 118 elements are there. So, each element is different block and different group and different period number having. Okay. So, we have to find these elements on the basis of their subshell electronic configuration. Okay. So, first of all, we are going to study about block. Generally, what are the four types of blocks are there? S, P, D and F. Okay. So any element belongs to these four blocks. So how can you find out the block basis on subshell electronic configuration? That is, we are going to learn through this chapter. Okay. First one, for example, I am taking a magnesium element. What is the atomic number of magnesium? 12. Isn't it? So how can you write the electronic configuration of this magnesium element? Like atomic number is 12. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, then 3s2. Isn't it? So 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 2, 12. Okay. So this is the subshell configuration for magnesium element. Now we are going to find out the block. So here check the subshells. What are the subshells are present here? S, F, P and S. Here by finding the block, first of all we have to know, that is, the last electron is added in which subshell here? The last electron is added in S subshell, isn't it? So what is the last number of electrons? 2. So the last electron is added in S subshell. So this subshell is known as block. Okay. So this magnesium belongs to S block element. So how can you find out the block? That is, for finding the block, the electron, that is the last electron is added in which subshell? That subshell is known as block. Okay. So here magnesium belongs to S block element. So we can see other examples. Next, I am taking nitrogen element. Okay. What is the atomic number of nitrogen? 7. How can you write the electronic configuration for nitrogen? Atomic number 7. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p. Balance how many electrons we needed? 2 plus 2, 4. So balance we needed 3 electrons. So 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7. Okay. So here, in which of these subshells last electron is added? Here the last electron is added in P subshell. So that subshell is known as block. Okay. So here nitrogen element belongs to which block? P block element. Okay. So nitrogen belongs to P block. Like this way we can understand the last electron is added in which subshell. That subshell is known as block. We can see other examples. Next one, scandium. Atomic number of scandium is 21. How can you write the configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. Then after completing 3p, electron will enter into 4s. 3D. So how many electrons we needed here? Balance only one electron. So that one electron will enter into 3D. Okay. So listen. Here, in which of these subshell last electron is added? 4s or 3D? Yes, 3D level. Okay. So here we are writing the last electron in 3D level. So the last electron is entered in D subshell. That's why scandium belongs to which block? D block element. So how can you find out the block on the basis of subshell electronic configuration? That is, in which the last electron is added in this subshell electronic configuration, that is known as their block. Okay. So here, how can you find out the block? That is outermost P subshell. That is in which electron is added. That is known as the block. Next one, we are going to find out the group number. So group number is before that we can find out period. Period is common for all the elements. Okay. So now we are going to find out the period number for different blocks. Okay. First of all, I am writing one S block element here. Okay. Here I am taking 11 Na, sodium. So atomic number of sodium is 11. How can you write the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 2, 10. So balance 1 we needed. So 3s, 1. Okay. So here sodium belongs to which block? Block is last electron is added in S subshell. So the block is S. Okay. So here period number. Period number is find out by the method. That is, first of all, we have to see the electronic configuration. In this configuration, these numbers 1, 2, 2, 3. These numbers are known as shell number. Okay. So here, what are the shell numbers are present? 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay. So these numbers are known as shell number. So period number is find out by the method. That is, the biggest shell number is known as period number. Okay. So what is the method? Biggest shell number is the easy and simplest method. Okay. Biggest shell number is known as period number. Here, which is the biggest number? 1, 2, 2, 3. Which is the biggest number? 3. So here, this element sodium belongs to period number 3. Okay. So what is the method to calculate the period number? That is the biggest shell number. In this configuration, the biggest shell number is known as period number. Next, I am taking some more examples. Here I am taking calcium element. Okay, calcium atomic number 20. So electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p, 6 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 2, 12, 14. So here 6 are needed. So total 18. Then 2 more electrons we needed. 4s2. Okay. So here calcium belongs to which block? Here the last electron is entered in S subshell. That is, S is known as their block. And how can you find out the period number? The biggest shell number. Which is the biggest shell number here? 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Which is the biggest shell number? 4. Okay. So their period is 4. Period number is 4. Okay. So calcium belongs to S block element and their period number is 4. Okay. Like this. One more example. Here 22 titanium. Titanium element has atomic number 22. Okay. So how can you write the configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2. So balance we needed 2 electrons. So 3d2. Okay. Okay. Now find out the block. Which is the block here? The last electron is added in which subshell? D. So D is known as their block. And a period. Find out the period number here. How can we find out the period number? That is the biggest shell number. Here, which is the biggest shell number? 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. Which one is biggest number? 4. So that 4 is known as their period number. Okay. So now we had studied two methods. First one is for finding block and second one is for finding period number. How can you find out the block? That is the last electron is added in which subshell. That is known as their block. How can you find out the period number? The method is biggest shell number. Okay. So once again repeating. First one, how can you find out the block? Block is find out by, that is the last electron is added in the subshell. This is the method for finding the block. Okay. So what is the method? Last electron added in the subshell. That is known as their block. And what is the method to find out period number? That is the easiest method is biggest shell number. We have to find out the biggest shell number. Okay. Next, we are going to study group number. Okay. So group number is different for different blocks. But period number is common for all the blocks. For S, P, D, F. For all these 4 blocks, we have to use this method. Okay. Biggest shell number. But group number is different for different elements. Okay. So next we are going to learn about group number. So here I am taking different element for their examples. First one, I am taking one S block element. Okay. For example, sodium 11. Here one P block element. For example, nitrogen. Atomic number 7. Here I am taking one D block element. Example, scandium. Okay. So this is the method for finding the group number is. So the common topic is find out the group number. So first of all, we have to write the subshell electronic configuration. Okay. Here sodium has a atomic number 11. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Here nitrogen has 7. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Isn't it? Next scandium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, then 3d1 balance. Okay. So first of all, we have to find out the block. Which element? So block. Here the first one is sodium. So sodium in which the last electron is added in S subshell. So here block is S. Here what is the block belongs to nitrogen group? That is P block. Here the last electron is added in D subshell. So D is known as their block. And second one, period number. Okay. So what is the method for find out the period number? The biggest shell number. Here check the shell number 1, 2, 2, 3. Here which one is biggest number? 3. Here period number 1, 2, 2. Which is the biggest number here? 2. Here 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. So which is the biggest number here? 4. Okay. So these numbers are known as period number. Next, we are going to find out the group number. So group number is different for different blocks. Okay. If we are going to find out the group number, for S block elements. That is, this element belongs to S block now. So for S block elements, the group number is calculated by the method. That is, the last electron is present in that S subshell. That number is known as group number. So how can you find out the group number for S block elements? That is, the last number of electrons present in that S subshell. That is known as their group number. So here, which is the block here? S block. So in S block contain one electron. That one is known as their block number. Sorry, group number. Okay. So how can you find out the group number for S block? S block, the last electron is present in that subshell is known as their group number. Here, this element belongs to P block. Okay. For find outing the P block elements, that is group number, that is the last electron present in P block element. Here P is the subshell. So this element belongs to P block. For P block elements, add this number with 12. Okay, so we have to add this number, last number, P block number plus 12. So this is the formula to calculate the group number for P block elements. Okay, so here 12 plus 3 total 15 is their group number. Here we needed we can't needed 3 more electrons. Okay, so first one, sodium contain 11 electrons. We are writing the subshell electronic configuration like this way. For S block elements, what is the method to calculate the group number? Just here we have to write only this number. Okay, last number of electrons. For P block elements, we have to add 12 with this number. So 12 plus 3 total 15. Okay. So next one, D block elements. If we are going to find out the D block elements, we have to find out the group number by adding 3D and 4s electrons. So what are the electrons we have to add in here? 3D and 4s. Here what is the electrons present in 3D level? 1. What is the electrons present in 4s level? 2. So the total number of electrons is 3. Okay, so 2 plus 1, 3. So group number is different for different block. But period number is common for all the elements. Okay. So now once again repeating. How can you find out the group number for different elements? For S block elements, P here D block elements. Okay. So for S block elements, we have to find out the group number, that is the electron present in the last subshell. That electron is known as their group number. For P block elements, add this number with 12. Okay, that is the method. So 12 plus 3 here 15. Next one. For D block elements, we have to add 2 subshell electrons like 3D and 4s. That is the formula. Okay. So 3D contains 1 electrons and 4s contains 2 electrons. So total 2 plus 1, 3 electrons. So this is the method for calculating group number. So now we are going to see some examples for find out the group number, block and period number. Okay. Now I am going to doing 3 examples for you. Listen to me. First one, 20 calcium. Okay. Calcium has an atomic number 20. First one, we have to write the electronic configuration for this element. How can you write the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 6 plus 2, 10, 12, 14 only. Then 3p6, 4s2. Isn't it? So calcium has an atomic number 20. For 20, we have to write the electronic configuration like this. Then check this block, period and group. First of all, we have to check the block. This element belongs to which block? Okay. How can you find out the block? That is, the last electron is added in which subshell? Here I am writing the last electron in 4s. Okay. So which one is known as here? Block S block. So this element belongs to S block. Next one. period number. How can you find out the period number? What is the method? Easiest method, that is the biggest shell number. Here what are the numbers are present? 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Which one is the biggest number here? 4. So that is known as their period number. Okay. Next one, group number. Check this. So group number is differ for different element. Here this element belongs to S block. So for S block elements, what is the method to calculate the group number? So for S block elements, the group number is found out by the last number of electrons in S subshell. Okay. So here number of electrons is 2. So their group number is 2. Okay. So these are block, period and group. So calcium belongs to S block element and it has period number 4 and group number 2. Okay. Like this way. Next example. I am taking element 13Al. Okay. Aluminium has an atomic number 13. 1, 3. How can we write the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p, 6 plus 2, 8, 10, 12. So balance 1 needed. Okay, correct it. Okay. Now we have to find out the block, period, group. Here, what is the block belongs to aluminium? So aluminium belongs to P block element. Last one is known as their block. Next, period number. Period number is the biggest shell number. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Which one is the biggest number? 3. Next, group. So we have to find out the group number. Before that, we have to check this element belongs to P block. For P block, what is the method to calculate the group number? So we have to add 12 to this number. Okay. So here 1 electron is present. So add 12 to this electron. So total we needed 13 electrons. So that is their group number. Okay. So what is S block and P block is different from each other. That is for finding the group number. For S block elements, no need to add electrons. But for P block elements, we have to add 12 to this number. Okay. Next, one more example. 23 vanadium. Okay. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d3. Okay. So here check their block, period and check their block. Which the last electron is added in D block element. Okay, so this is known as their block. And what about the period? Period is known as biggest number. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. Which one is the biggest number here? 4. Next, group number. This is D block element. So how can you find out the group number for D block? That is, we have to add 3D plus 4S. So 3D level contains 3 electrons plus 4s level contains 2 electrons. So total 5. So this element contains the group number 5. Okay. So once again I am recalling this point. First of all, we have discussed about that is block, group and a period. How can you find out the block? The last electron is added in which subshell? That is known as their block. How can you find out the period? The biggest shell number in this configuration is known as period. How can you find out the group? Group number is different for different elements. That is, for S block elements, we have to take the direct number of electrons in last subshell. For P block, number of electrons in that subshell plus 12. Okay. For D block, we have to add 3D and 4s electrons. Okay. So now it's the time for winding our class. So if you have any doubt, just ask me through WhatsApp group. Okay.